All right, guys, we're going to be showing a technique called the baseball bat grip choke off of a position, from my favorite position to attack it from is knee on belly. Okay, so I got my sparring partner here, and we're going to start out in side control in what we call here at the Academy position 1 classical side control. So I'm going to have this bottom person's hand on my hip. I'm going to have the underhook. I'm going to have the cross face. I'm going to be on position 1. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bottom hand that's underneath the head and bring it back and put it passively underneath his neck, but my thumb inside the uniform. The next step I'm going to do is I'm going to take my opposite hand and put it on his left pelvic bone or his opposite pelvic bone so I can spring up to knee on belly position. Okay, one of the reasons I like to put the hand on the hip versus putting on the hand on the mat, because there will be a moment in time where there's a disconnect, and so he might be able to shrimp out in the process of me coming up to a knee on belly. So that's why I prefer the hand on the hip versus the hand on the floor or the mat here. At this point in beginning jiu-jitsu lessons, a lot of guys will come over here and they'll push this knee and they'll want to shrimp away and escape. When you see this hand come over to actually push and shrimp, this is the time when you take your opposite hand, palm up, and go into the fabric of the gi. Now what I'll do is I'll kind of get light on my toes, heavy on my toes, light on my knee, and I'll take my right knee over the shoulder. Now when you guys do this, one arm, the thumb, that's the gorilla one, that's knuckles down on the mat, that arm wants to stay preferably totally straight up and down. The biggest thing what people will feel when you do this, if you don't do it correctly, this arm here will come up on your jawbone, and we want to try to avoid that. So when I come over, I'm going to take my opposite knee here, at this point it's my left knee, and I'm going to lock in his head. So I'm going to come all the way here and place my knee over the head. One of the reasons we want to do that is because he's going to want to unwind from the choke. Okay, so as I come over the defense, we're going to bring our knee to the mat. My head's going to start looking the opposite direction, and I'm going to use one hand to simulate a paper cutter. If this is done correctly, it should be a blood choke. If not, it's going to be a little bit of a windpipe, but the front of the neck is all free game, right? It's all soft tissue. So my knee will come here. I'll put my head down, and I'll drop the paper cutter version, okay? If you don't have a partner to drill this with, what I've done here is I've taken a towel, just kind of representing the gi, right? And then I'm going to place this hand towel on the floor here. And in this one, as you see here, this is going to represent the neck. So now as you see my hands enter into the gi or to the towel, it's going to be palm up and palm down. Okay, now if I was doing this from the mount, right, I'd come up on my toes. Again, I'd slide my knee over the defensive shoulder here, right, and I'd come full circle, block the head in. So again, this is the grip you're looking, the baseball bat grip choke. Preferably I'm right-handed, so I like to pass to my left a lot and submit from that direction. So this will be your grip of choice from here. Hope all those details helps. Peace, have a good day.